Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Sorry I haven't been releasing videos this week. Work has been crazy and there is a lot of news for us to catch up on. So I'm doing video for the highlights. You know me, I don't read updates word by word. I won't make you sit through a 30-minute video. I'll just give you the highlights of the news, what's happening in game, and what you should pay attention to. One of the first things, of course, and that's why we're farming Spider right now, is the fusion that started this week, Timid the Fool, our Halloween fusion. Is it good or not? Should you go for it or not? Probably I'm releasing this a little bit late because today, like, the fusion already started, but it's not too late. I'll tell you my opinion. I won't go through his kit like line by line, but basically he's an HP based debuffer, okay? And he has 2 AoE skills. So if he hits hard, if his multipliers are hard, I haven't seen any videos of content creators testing him on the test server yet, so we'll have to wait for that. But he can be a good debuffer slash damage dealer, and he's HP based, so tanky by default. One of the highlights of his skills is that on his A2, he decreases the enemy buffs by 3 turns, so basically that's a full buff strip, but it won't trigger sheep. So that's unique or rare in the game. So like if you have the resources in your end game, you might end up going for him just because of that. Something else worth mentioning, the fusion plan was released today because the fusion started. It's a fragment fusion, so not a traditional one, so a little bit easier, but still what they've done recently, Plarium, they've inflated the events points, the requirements very high, so it's tough. You'll have to dip into gems or buy packs to do this, and if you're not end games, that would be very difficult. So this fusion you can skip. If you're early mid game, if you're struggling for resources and don't want to spend money in the game, this one definitely you can skip. He's okay, he's good, you shouldn't go for him. I'm going for him because I have the resources on my account at end game. So yeah, but nothing crazy, it's just fragments and the regular event. 3 artifact enhancement events, that's the norm now. Dungeon Diver started today, they are doing this with very high points now. So bottom line on Timid the Fool, not a must have, not crazy good. If you can go for him, he might have a use, so go for him. So that's the first piece of news I wanted to tell you. Second piece of news, let's tackle the easy stuff first, then we'll go to the other stuff. If you're living in the US or you have Amazon Prime, you're getting some resources in the game for free. So you can just claim them. You'll see a pop-up in game if you haven't done so already. The first one is Borongiri, a good Shadowkin epic, and then you'll get a bunch of resources, and the last month reward would be an epic from the Sylvan Watchers. That's not that good, so yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, get these rewards. I'll get them on my free-to-play to boost the progress of the account a little bit. Now a very exciting piece of news. If you haven't seen it already, let me just unhide my friend MTG. So a big thank you to my friend MTG Jedi. He invited me to do a collab on his channel, and we're planning one on my channel as well. But work messed up with that. I can't wait to plan this with him very soon. But yeah, a big thank you to MTG, and I enjoyed and I had a lot of fun recording that video with him. Go watch it if you haven't done so already. I'll put the link in the description as well. And yeah, our first collab on the channel. That's pretty exciting news. What else do I want to talk to you about? Okay, let's go to the top, not to burn the ending here. We have some champs released during that Halloween fusion month or whatever. I'll give you the highlights, okay? So I won't go through the cats one by one or line by line. We have 2 new released uncommons, nothing crazy good there, regular uncommons, so the design is good as always. First epic that we'll talk about, it's a Force High Elf, Neldor. He's really good for Fire Knight hard. Highlights of his kit, 3-hitter A1 that can apply freeze, and a passive that will allow him to attack with his A1 when someone else applying freeze. So if you have Newt, if you have Croydon the Blue, He's just perfect for Fire Knight Hard, and generally he would be a good epic to use if you get him early on. We have a Void Lego, Bilitar, Mage Slayer, Void Lego, Ogren Tribes. He's an ogre, HP based, so will be tanky by default. He's a reviver and a support champ. He's okay. He got an all team revive with shield. Not crazy good or anything, but if you get him, of course, early game, he can be the best reviver you have. We have the Crocodile into the game, and if you go watch one of the other content creators' videos, those who have access to the test server, they are actually showing the champs and their kits, and I bet we'll see a lot of like test play for those champs in the next few days. So the next one is the Crocodile, HP based damage dealers. Those are usually good. And looks like this one, I like the design and I like the kit of him. Probably he will be hitting hard. So that will be a good HP damage dealer to have. Then we have this month Fusion, Timid the Fool. We already talked about him. We have an Undead Void Epic, which is Ostrox. Main highlight of his kit is that he applies block buffs for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Perfect for Hydra. If you get this guy, build him fast, high accuracy in Hex or Provoke sets, then he will play double role and he will be one of the good epics for Hydra. Next we have a Spirit Lego, Kaya the Worry, Kaja the Worry. So she's Timid the Fool's pair. They fit together. This is one very good Lego. I would say top third, yeah. Maybe top third would be a little bit rating her too high, but she's a good support Lego on her own. And if you pair her with Timid or multiple Timids, as we see in the kit here, she will be crazy good, and those Timids will be doing a lot of damage and controlling the enemy with the fears and provokes. So maybe you should only, if you're in the game and you have the resources, maybe you should only have a Timid in case you pull Kaya soon. Probably they like to do guaranteed events for those paired Legos after the fusion ends. So if you have both of them, they will be a very good pair. So Kaya is good to have. Now to the highlight of the video that I kept till last. We have a new mythic champion released into the game. Night Queen Crixia. And by far, this is the best mythic champion they released so far. What are the highlights of her kit? She got some sort of, I love the design for the kit and everything, a mirror image kit. So on her basic form, she's a debuffer. She debuffs the enemy, and this is the skill everybody is talking about. She does a full buff strip for the enemy team and puts their skills on cooldown for 3 turns, just like Yumiko, but with a buff strip. Something to note here, she's Spirit Affinity, so she can weak hit because this is an attack. So, but crazy good ability here. On her metamorphed form, she's actually doing the opposite. So instead of debuffing the enemy, she's buffing your team with the exact same kit, which is just a Kaimar-like skill of resetting the cooldowns of all your team by 3 turns. What's crazy good about this is that one of the comments people sometimes say when they get Yumiko, that Yumiko is supposed to have high accuracy and speed and go first and put the enemy team skills on cooldown. But at the same time, she's resetting your she's resetting your team skills while you don't need it. This one will do it perfectly, because if she doesn't weak hit, that's an important note here, she will go fast and accurate, do the buff strip, and puts everybody's skills on cooldown. Your whole team then will attack, do the damage, debuffing, control, or whatever. Then next turn, she will metamorph and reset your whole team skills so they can do what they do again. She will be one of the best for Arena. She will redefine the Arena meta. I can see the Whales and Krakens going for her. And if you're getting her early on, she'll be one of the best champs on your account, of course. Definitely the best mythic we have, way better than all of the others. I think that's all the pieces of news I wanted to share with you. Look forward. I hope work will allow me some time to record the video with MTG's Die soon. on my channel this time. Look forward for this. Subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer to 1,000 subs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.